It is time for our monthly ins and outs. Every month, as I read books from my physical TBR, I decide whether or not I want to keep them. If I do want to keep them, I have to take books off of my red shelf. So here are those books. So first are the books that I'm not going to keep. That is this hardcover of Divine Rivals. I did decide to keep the paperback instead. I first loved, this was a DNF for me. I don't need a book I don't even want to read. And Eating While Black, which is fine, but I don't really think that I will be rereading. So then we have the books that we are keeping. So we have Homegoing by Yagyazi, and in exchange for Homegoing, I'm getting rid of the Mirage Bureau for Rich People. Then we have fantasy, and two of these are adult fantasy. One's YA, one's middle grade. But both my middle grade and my adult fantasy are kind of trimmed down quite a bit. So I try to get rid of like books that have to do that like relate to the genres of the books I'm trying to keep. But, you know, we had to play with it a little bit. So in exchange for The Incandescent by Emily Tesh, we're going to get rid of Scorpedia. I don't remember that book at all, so we don't need to keep it. Then in exchange for Black Sun, the paperback of Divine Rivals, and Moonflower, I'm going to get rid of the Shadow and Bone trilogy. I'm glad that I read this before I read Six of Crows. I don't think you need to read this before Six of Crows, but I'm glad that I did. But I at no point like loved the series, so I don't need to keep it. And that is all the books that I read off my physical TBR. In addition, I have two books that I acquired this month, so let me get those. We Deserve Monuments and Hazelthorn. I've heard mixed things about Hazelthorn, but I'm interested to see how I feel about it. And I've heard great things about We Deserve Monuments. So those are added to my TBR. I did not buy them. I am still technically on a soft book buying ban, but I took all of my books to free little libraries. And the thing about a free little library is sometimes you find a book you want to take home, you know? I almost forgot, actually, there's one more unhaul, which is the paperback of Homegoing, because while this cover is beautiful, I think this one's cooler. So I'm keeping that. And this is another out for the month. Let me know if you have any books that you've gotten rid of recently. And otherwise, I will see y'all next time.